favor of this kind of circle. What is really cool is that teams will be able to respond accordingly, be able to even copy paste what happened for them last game. Like Red Reserve, they pulled off the rotation mentioned on game 2. There was rotate on the eastern side. They're going to do exactly that. I hope they'll do it a little bit earlier this time, but like definitely they have an easy rotation set up for them. Same for all the other teams on the other side of things. A little bit sad for Goskiller once again. They did not go for Milta Power. They went back over to the drop towards Very Beer / Quarry. So they won't be able to get an easier entry point there. But they got Mortez off Heroes Extras. Why is he there? Hopefully we'll be able to make it away.
He's just there.
He's just there. He becomes a bush. I'm the bush now.
To become the bush, you must be one with the bush.
The bush sways in the wind. Does he see scouts? Did they get scouted out? Oh no, he makes it to the other building. That was close.
Yeah, but look, it is still 3 players of Goskilla that are kind of lurking on your doorstep, so to speak. So, with it being similar, with a similar Phase 1 circle, would you expect to see Unicorns allowed to learn from the previous Erangel game and basically have 2 in the compound that they could have held on to previously?
Definitely, I don't know. Like, I want to see these 2 teams like really rotate quickly. Like that's my main point of interest. Like, that's what kind of messed them up a little bit last time we were playing on Erangel, right? They rotated a little bit too late and they got kind of like gatekeeped by a few of the squads. So I'm just scared for them to overstay their welcome. Sure, loot up as much as you want, but after you need to try and be as efficient as you can on those shifts. G-meters, they're always going to go for Yasnar Paliana. They're going to get all their looting stage done up there in the northern side. And the entry point is going to be, of course, just an absolute given because there are not many teams in the northern side and they can just easily make their way through to a more central position, which is what happened for them last time on Erangel. And they did have, somewhat of a good position. Well, actually, somewhat a good position. They were 5th on that game.
Yeah, it is kind of literally copy pasta for this game so far. UDR Killers and Pachinki, Nomad Gaming. Satori is starting to disengage away from Rozak to do a little bit of scouting for his side. They're not quite going towards the center circle just yet, but they are definitely edging away from Rozak as early as they did previously, which should hopefully fare good for them. And one staying in around the farm area, separated for now, but they should be able to join up. I wonder if Nomad Gaming will go on to Potato Hill. That's something which we've seen them do in the past. I don't think they should, but it would be a bit of a viable option for Phase 1.
I mean, it's still open for the taking, and no one was going to really drop off course on Potato Hill itself because it's not a valid option. Unicorns of Love, they also like to go around there. That could be still valid for both Unicorns of Love and Nomad Gaming. But I don't think at this stage any team are going to commit to it just yet. Also because not like dead central. If the circle do shift a little bit over to the other side, to the west, it could be valuable. But as I said, Heroes X, very split. Not as a full squad. He sees Alka try to take an opportunity, didn't work out, and he's going to swiftly rotate away. No, okay, I take that back.
Just repositioning, making sure his vehicle is a bit more protected. But
what is he saying?
He's got to know that the whole of UDR Killers are pretty much there. However, the rest of Heroes X are kind of looking to join in to get the cavalry as Alka does survive that grenade being thrown out by Sealam. But Sealam taking a little bit of damage, and Mark from another angle knocks down Heroes X.
That's why I was like, why are you staying there? You got like Chapel, which is like a very after position. And yeah, definitely, that's the definition of overstaying your welcome. He got a few shots. If he got the knockdown on Alka, that would have been perfect, but he definitely stayed way too long. At least now the rest of the team is going to come up. So they have information the team is going to be in the chapel. That is still really effective for them. The UDR Killers, why are they pushing there? They're going for the loot, I believe, but still that's a little bit risky for just like one person's loot, I think.
It is a bit risky, especially because you're actually going more towards the edge of the circle with a few teams on the west, like Goskilla and 1218 Unique.
He's going to rotate, yeah.
It'll be a bit risky, but so far so good as Team 5 and NGG. NGG going for an earlier rotation by the west bridge, which means they are coming into contact with Team 5 a little bit earlier on. Grenade being thrown out by Sun HB. Cupid takes a bit of damage, but a counter grenade not quite connecting onto Sun HB. There is keys up on the hill above, could easily punish the members of NGG. And look at Daphne holding the opposite angle. This is not looking good for NGG.
Yeah, because they rotated, unfortunately, a little bit early. You can go for that bridge, but you've got to rotate a lot later. So wait for it to actually start moving towards the circle. They did not do that. Gatekeeping has been put together for Team 5. And now NGG, they have to commit. They can't go back. They can't go through the water, would be an easy shutdown. And if they commit, they're going to have so many different angles held down by Team 5. This is definitely not an easy fight for them to take. And I don't know if they're going to make it out alive. If I had to say yes or no, I would say no to them.
Yeah, so would I, in fairness. On a side note, you know, a little bit kind of off topic, but football is they landed in Novo. That's technically one team that's outside of the mainland. That, in theory, does give a little bit more space in the mainland circle for the teams that are rotating in from the west. Just something to kind of point out.
I think that definitely that can be used to their advantage. Also, they can rotate through the bridge. Canada Power, they're really good on gatekeeping that western bridge, but they can also use the boat rotation, which has been working out somehow pretty decently well for a few teams today. But MGG, once again, still in the bad spot. Losing a lot of utility early on. I do have to say a little bit risky, but it seemed like Team 5, they're finally waking up. They've seen the smokes wearing out, and now they can commit because the smokes are out. Let's go over to Unicorns of Love and Nomad Gaming, going towards potentially Hill on the high ground, a little bit more over to the eastern side. And the fight will be ongoing. Hiran's going to be left alone on the front side. Need Perks and Love to join you up. Can they make the time happen? But no, oh my god, what a great engage from Nicola. Now they're a little bit too spread in the open.
Nice.
That's a great opportunity for Loves and Perks to respond on the engage of Nomad Gaming. The backpack. That one member on the backside, but there's still such a good control from Unicorns of Love. But Hiran will unfortunately be bleeding out as, look at that,
UDR killers who disengage away from Pachinki have got onto the high ground, looking to possibly third party. Locke is there. Talon is still fully alive, and he has joined up with the rest of the team. So Unicorns of Love, they need this result. They're currently lying in 6th place overall in the standings. They've heavily improved in day 2. They want to keep the momentum. UDR killers, they're actually disengaging into the compound. Then they'll possibly know they're just rotating away. I actually like that from UDR killers.
I like it. I mean, they're taking shots, but oh, Canada Power, they're coming in hot with a backstab. Alon's going to be the first member knocked away. Can they get the flush? It's going to be a little bit harder, but they've got to try and pick up the members. And this is the exact position in the because they're all copy-pasting the position. But I'm surprised that this time they did not go for the compound. They could have gone for earlier. But now Canada Power, of course, they're going to go straight for it once more.
Unicorns of Love got distracted, right? They got a little bit tunnel vision by Nomad Gaming, and that's something that is their own fault, to be perfectly honest. It means that they are going to have to heavily rotate to a different position. Although say that Canada Power are not going into the location, into the compound, which they held the last game. They got them. The chicken dinners. Perks is in the police vehicle. Gonna look to disengage away, followed by Locke. They will just about manage to survive for now by the skin of their teeth.
Lovs makes it through with Perks. Also, I was talking with Lovs just before this game. I said go subscribe to his YouTube channel, so I guess go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Okay, I don't know, he puts content out there, so go check it out. I don't know what it is. It might not even be PUBG Mobile content, but definitely go.
Once it's family friendly. Once it's family friendly.
If it's family friendly, if it's on YouTube, I guess it is. At least I hope so, because otherwise you're not in accordance with the TOS, but... Number one, also, they got their very own compound. This is the compound in which Dream Eaters were. So it seemed like Dream Eaters are a little bit slower on their rotation point. Yeah. And it didn't get the compound it would have aimed for, at least that they had on game 2.
Mid-game, Max just starts reading off the YouTube terms of service, you know?
I'm sure it would be made for entertaining content. I'm sure there's a lot of weird stuff in there.
Hey, look, you know, you could say a hell of a lot worse. I know that much. But, I know UDR Killers going for shelter, which you've mentioned that as
so predictable in the way you're going to be peeking out, especially if a team has a direct line of sight on the entry point of the underground. You're going to peek from very predictable angles. You can easily get shut down if the circle gets closer and closer to that specific location. It's a good placeholder. It's a good transition point. Okay. It's not a good long-term position to hold on to because it doesn't offer good positions to fight from specifically.
Yeah. No, I would definitely agree with you there. It's similar to how I feel, but Heroes X have actually been eliminated. I believe it was Ghost Skillet that took them down, so they're the first team to go down in game 4, and that's not going to be good because Heroes X were in 7th place overall in the standings. They had 77 points. They're around 12 points behind Unicorns of Love in 12th, and that's going to really hurt them in the overall standings coming into the final 2 games. It is actually pretty much going to take them out of the running because when you look at the top 2, Dream Eaters are on 142 and 1218 were on 135, and unless they have 2 absolute bangers in the last 2 games, mathematically, Heroes X have been eliminated.
Big F, despite the fact that they started still on the first attempt and they were never able to replicate that amount of success as a real deal, they're still going to get engaged upon by Footballist. Almost down, there is really early, definitely one of the big player of their squad. Now they're getting slowly surrounded, and I gotta say, that's something of Footballist that do enjoy in their playstyle, able to just surround the enemy team and just kind of mess up their playstyle overall. But now Footballist, they end up performance, unfortunately getting delivered a really bad performance on Romas, they going upstairs. We definitely not recommend to do that at this stage. Even now, Socket alone, I would say just drive away, my friend. Just completely Pacine is not worth it. As the real deal, they get themselves 3 kills through that.
Yeah, the real deal really looking to learn from previous mistakes in the last game. Although the next circle is going to be showing up. Is it going to stay down south? Is it going to dip to the east or maybe go up north? It does actually center up with prison in play now. We know that you don't want to go into prison, right? That you do not want to go in there. But the deal around it, that high ground, is so valuable and you can use it to your advantage, but it can be incredibly difficult. The fact that it's kind of more on the edge, on the east edge of that circle, can help the likes of the real deal.
I literally just can't wait for a Wrangle 2.0 to come up because it actually makes prison in some way playable and viable to play actually in prison. So the Wrangle 2.0 is going to be definitely really important and interesting to play around. But as NGG, they're going to be forced into a wall. They're already set up, but now NGG not going to be using anyone during their rotation. Still got 4 members. Now just going to be pushing Bosco downhill a little bit. Elon and Aegon not quite willing to take that fight right now head on. I think that what they're actually trying to set up is actually get different angles so they can actually pressure NGG and not really allow them to use that tree as protection, I guess. But like NGG, they're just not too interested.
Definitely
Taking the fight and they're leaving.
We do get Frost is knocked down on the side of the Red Reserve. They rotated down on the east coast past the real deal, and Daddy does indeed knock down Frost. That's good coming out from the real deal. We do see 1218 are also on the east side of the circle along with WSK as this fight
coming out from the real deal. We do see 1218 are also on the east side of the circle along with WSK.